What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I created these wintry blue heart sweater nails with some glitter and charms. I'm going to be doing an acrylic set today, so I'm going to start by prepping my nails. As always, I'm going to go in with 1 coat of Mia Secret dehydrator and 2 coats of Young Nails protein bond. I shaped up my 2XL nail tips off camera by cutting them down and just shaping them up like I normally do in a square shape. I'm going to be trying out some of this acrylic that I bought from Amazon from DNT. It's like an affordable acrylic, but they come in like all these cover colors and stuff, and I wanted to try them out because you get like a lot compared to the Mia Secret that I normally use, and I really needed some cover colors, so I'm going to be using one of them in today's video. And so far I like it a lot. And I also finally got a new acrylic brush. I got one of the Kiara Sky acrylic brushes in pink. I got the size 12, which is what I normally use. The brush hairs are like a bit thicker, I noticed, compared to my Beauty Galleria brush, where like it's more like thin and flat. So it took me a little bit to kind of like get used to applying acrylic with this brush, but once I did, I really liked it. I really like using this brush around the cuticle area. I feel like I could get really close to the cuticle area with this brush, like, but without flooding the cuticle area, where it looks like the product is literally like growing from your cuticle area. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but with my other brush I feel like I couldn't do that, probably because it was like literally so old and frayed, like it needed to be like retired like ages ago. But yeah, the shade that I'm using from DNT is called Advanced Dark Pink. I really love this shade. I've been looking for this exact pink color for the longest time now, and I finally found it, and I love how it's so affordable and you get a lot of product. I'm doing a 3-bead method to apply it, and then just kind of going in and adding beads if I feel like I have to build up the color. This color doesn't really need like too many beads to build it up. You might have to go in with maybe 1 or 2 extra just to kind of build up the color if it shears out a little bit, but for the most part it doesn't shear out a lot like my Mia Secret cover colors do, so I really like that. It did a little bit towards the tip on this nail, but I will just be adding like a little bit more. And as always, I start by building up the free edge of the nail first, and then I go in with my beads to build my apex. To build my apex, the first bead I apply it where the tip and the natural nail meet, and then the bead after that I apply it closer to the cuticle area, and I focus the acrylic like where I put it so that it doesn't brush out of the area and like make the nail like uneven. I usually get the perfect structure for my nails when doing this method for acrylic, and I always pat the sides and the tip till the acrylic dries to kind of keep the shape while I'm working, to avoid the acrylic from running off to the sides. I'm just going to be building up these 2 nails with this color. I'm not going to encapsulate them or anything. You don't have to encapsulate these type of cover colors because they have an even mix of clear and the pink or whatever. And this color is also going to serve as like the nail bed shade. That's what I love about this color as well. You can use it as like a nail bed shade or build up your entire nail with it. Before I add glitter to this nail, I'm going to go ahead and apply a little bit of the pink acrylic to the nail bed on this nail, just so that you don't see my nail bed through the glitter. So I'm just taking like a couple small beads and just going right over the nail bed really quick, and then I'm going to use a little bit of clear acrylic to apply some glitters. I'm going to be using some of this blue, like snowy looking glitter from Full Beauty, and placing that on the nail first, and then I have some white snowflakes that I'm going to go over that with. I feel like this glitter went perfect with this set since it has like a blue kind of like iridescent shift to it. And I'm also going to apply some glitter to this nail, but only to the tip because I'm going to be doing an ombre on this nail. So I'm going to start by applying the glitters to the tip of the nail, and then I'm going to do the ombre to make sure that everything looks blended. So again, I'm placing down that blue glitter mix from Full Beauty and then a couple of the white snowflakes. And now I'm going to use that pink to do the ombre. So when I do my ombres, I usually apply my first bead kind of like a little bit above where the tip of the natural nail meet and blend it down into the tip. Then I go in with another bead above that, blend it down into the previous bead and into the tip, and then if I need to add like a little bead here and there to perfect the blend, I will. And I do work with the acrylic wetter than I usually do because I feel like I can get a better blend that way. And I'm also making sure to apply the product thin on the two nails with the glitter because the glitter nails do need to be encapsulated with clear acrylic, and to avoid over bulking the nails, you want to apply the first layer thin. Okay, now that the glitters are applied to the nail and everything is dry, I'm gonna go ahead and encapsulate these two nails with Mia Secret Clear Acrylic. I also use the Mia Secret Clear Acrylic to apply the glitters, if you were wondering. But yeah, I always use Mia Secret Clear Acrylic. It's my favorite clear acrylic to work with. So I always start by encapsulating the free edge of the nail, basically doing the same type of 3-bead method that I normally do to build up the nails, and then just adding in beads if I have to. Like sometimes if you don't fully cover the glitters, you might have to go in with a tiny bead or something. You do want to make sure that the glitters are fully encapsulated, so when you're filing your nails, you don't file a piece of the glitter off. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start filing my nails. I'm going to start by debulking my nails first with a 180 sanding band and my mandrel bit. I'm also using my Melody Susie dust collector and nail drill, which everything's linked in the description box, by the way. But yeah, I'm going in with this mandrel bit and the 180 sanding band on about 12,000 RPMs just to shape up the nails really quick before I go in with my hand file. I like to debulk first and then do the shaping last, so I always start by going around the cuticle area a couple times to seal it. I try to apply the product pretty thin around the cuticle area, so all I have to do is go over the cuticle area really quick. You can also go in with a cuticle bit if you want to like be extra clean around the cuticle area, but I think just going in with the sanding band is fine because I'm pretty good at applying the acrylic neatly around the cuticle area, so I don't really feel the need to go in with a cuticle bit as much. So I always start by doing that and then basically like evening out the nails by filing side to side all the way down the nail. I'm also filing along the side walls and underneath the nail. I make sure to kind of like look down the barrel of my nail and turn my nail to the side to smooth out any like dips in the nail with the drill. And the sidewall should be the thinnest part of your nail, and you want some strength towards the apex area, so you want like a little bit of a hill for the apex and then some thickness towards the free edge, so you should have your apex and the nail gets gradually thinner towards the free edge. Sidewalls are the thinnest part, and I file right under the tip of the nail to give it a slight C curve. And as you can see, I do kind of like file along the sides of the nail with the drill a little bit and the tip to kind of bring the shape back to life before I go in with my hand file. Now that I'm done debulking the nails, I'm going to go ahead and take my 100-180 grit hand file and go ahead and shape up my nails. I'm doing a long square shape, so I'm holding the file straight along the sides of the nail and just filing straight up and down and making sure to alternate sides to avoid filing one side in more than the other one. And I kind of just do that until I'm satisfied with like the overall width of my nails. And then I file the free edge by holding my file at a slight angle and filing straight across the free edge. By doing that, you get a nice like straight free edge. You can also hold your file at a slight angle and file straight up and down, like whatever works. I kind of like do both depending on my mood. And then when I'm done doing the shaping, I'll take my buffer and buff over the surface of the nail to get out scratches, and then I buff underneath the nails as well to smooth out any like rough edges. This will make your nails like nice and smooth underneath, so if you like graze your nail across your skin or your face or something, you're not gonna like cut because the nails will be smooth. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the design. I'm going to start by top coating these two nails with matte top coat, and I know I haven't done the design or anything yet, but usually when I use matte top coat, I like to go in with 2 coats. It just gives the nail like a little bit of extra strength because matte top coat is a little bit different from regular gel top coat, so for that extra strength I like to go in with 2 coats. When you're doing the 3D sweater designs, you need to use a matte top coat. It's supposed to be like a matte design, so you're supposed to top coat your nails first and then do the design so everything is all matte. It just works better, so you don't have to like go in between the design and then like kind of risk getting gel top coat on the 3D part. I'm actually going to be mixing 2 colors together to get that really pretty blue that I got. I love this blue so much, but I didn't have like a blue exactly like this, so I had to mix it. So I'm mixing Fun in a Bottle from Nail Reserve LA and Madam Glam Bold White. I'm going to start by painting the French on this nail. So I always use my detail brush to kind of like outline how I want the smile line. Then I just kind of like take a gel brush with some of the polish on my brush and fill in the tip, and then I go back in with my detail brush to get the sides and like neaten up the smile line before I go ahead and cure. Next, I'm going to paint half the nail with this color. So I'm going to start by drawing a line up the middle of the nail and then just taking more of the polish on my detail brush and filling in that whole side. And I did actually top coat these nails again with the Velvet Matte top coat from Glam.
Ringy.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the 3D heart sweater design. You can do this all at once and then apply your acrylic powder on your nails and cure to get the 3D effect, but I like to do the hearts first and then do the rest of it because I feel like the longer the polish sits on the nails, it kind of gets messed up for some reason. So I decided to kind of like split mine up. You can do it this way too. It's not gonna like affect how the design comes out in the end. I start by making like 2 dots with a dotting tool and then kind of like going in and connecting them to make the shape of a heart, and you kind of keep going over it to further perfect the shape of a heart. And you can also use your like little cleanup brush to kind of also help as well, which is what I did because I didn't like how wide some of the hearts came out at the bottom. This looked like so easy, but for some reason it was like hard to me for some reason. I don't know, maybe I'm just like not that great at drawing hearts, so it kind of like took me a minute to get it, but I do like the way it came out, and I'm glad I kind of decided to split it up and just like do the hearts first because it made the rest of the nail easy.
Ringy.
Before I cure, I'm going to dump some of this clear acrylic powder on the nail, and that's what's going to give it that 3D sweater effect. And then I'm going to cure for 60 seconds. I'm going to dust off the nail and do the rest of the design. So I'm going to draw 1 line on each side of the hearts, and then I'm going to draw some buttons going down the side and pour the clear acrylic on the nail before I go ahead and cure.
Ringy.
On this nail, I'm just gonna do some buttons and like the lining of the shirt. So I'm gonna do the buttons first. So I'm taking my dotting tool with some of the polish and just making like little buttons. I'm going over them a couple times so they look a little bit more 3D. And then I'm gonna pour the clear acrylic over them and cure. To do the lining of the sweater, I'm just gonna draw a line straight up the nail, like following the seam of where I like painted half of the nail, and then just pour some clear acrylic over that and cure again. I'm gonna use some rhinestone gel to add some snowflake charms to my nails now. These have like a little pop of teal in them and I feel like they went nice with this set.
Ringy.
Before I finish up this set, I decided to add like a little like ribbon to this nail before top coating it. So I'm just going to draw like a line going up the nail with that same blue. I'm going to go ahead and cure that and place a little bow charm in the middle of it, and then I'm going to go ahead and top coat it. I top coated underneath the nails with the glitter because they're like glassy looking, and that is pretty much it for this set. I really love the way this set came out. That blue is so pretty. I hope you guys like this set. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe before you leave and hit the bell so you get notified when I upload videos every week, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Love you guys.